fragile as any man. Here's the truth, I forward it to you. I found peace in all that I've been through. I've seen the rich man well fall upon his knees. I've seen the proud man well beg my asking please. And just away from that distant shore, I saw joy well on the chicken floor. Every man in adversity's alive. In this pain, what can he thrive? Can he find joy in counting the troubles? In the pain and in the loss. And every day, when I tell the world I am, I'm just as fallen as any man. Here's the truth, I forward it to you. I found peace in the pain that I've been through. I've seen the rich man well fall upon his knees. I've seen the proud man well beg my asking please. I was a killer who sanctified the Lord. I saw the light well on the mountain floor. And every man in me adversity's alive. In his pain, what can he find? And can he find joy in carrying the cross? In the pain and in the loss. And here's the reason that I sing this to you. Life has lies and life has truth. Let's seek it hard now, let's seek it through. I'll be the last thing you ever do. La-ta-da-da-da-da, 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 Timothy, oh night. La-ta-da-da-da-da, 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 Timothy, oh night. La-ta-da-da-da-da, 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 Timothy, oh night. La-ta-da-da-da-da, la-ta-da-da-da-da, la-ta-da-da-da-da. Every man in me admits that he's alive. In his pain, what can he cry? And can he find joy carrying the cause? In the pain and in the loss. And here's the reason that I sing this to you. Life has lies and life has truth. Let's seek it hard now, let's seek it through. I'll be the last thing you ever do. La-ta-da-da-da-da, la-ta-da-da-da-da, ta-da-da-da-da, Timothy, oh night. La-ta-da-da-da-da, 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 consider think I'm all night. La-ta-da-da-da-da, 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 Timothy, oh night. La-ta-da-da-da-da, la-ta-da-da-da-da, la-ta-da-da-da-da. Oh, Timothy. Thanks a lot, guys. It's good to see some old faces, right? See a lot of kids, man. I'm talking to people tonight, person after person, talking to them, reminiscing with me about the old Skeletones days and going to shows and tearing it up. I've been playing music for about almost 20 years now, and Skeletones is still in my top 3 venues of all time. Places to play. Actually, might be number 1. Maybe might be there. So, my name is Tobin Monaco. I'm with a band called 610. I'm also in a band called Flatfoot 56. And I'm gonna play you guys some 610 tunes. I'm gonna play you some Flatfoot tunes. We're gonna have a good time tonight. And then the Corks are gonna close out the evening. Big thanks for having us come in and play and have a good time tonight. So, this song's called Cannonball. Let's listen like this. This goes out to anybody out there who found yourself in a verbal altercation with somebody. Every song that we have sung, everyone now it's out of the sun. Eyes black, I'm short on bread, lost hope and I'm on the dead. Come on now, carry on the dear old message. Walk away from the love invested. Get help, we all scream well as we run from this broken dream. Parts have all been busted. Travel love and love we trusted. Left feet to tell your truth. A poison of 100 proof. Carpet town and street that sound. Come on, silent north and see the ground. Shiny eyes are growing pale. All this love too big to fail. We don't write, we don't call. Let's deliver with the cannonball. The storms in our lives, we should sail the day to catch this light. We don't write, we don't call. Let's deliver with the cannonball. The storms in our lives, we should sail the day to catch this light. I talk this way because it's how I'm feeling. Climbing up through a shattered ceiling. We can love the way it's tested. Give up all hope and destiny. That is how we go through. Come on, make wine with the lives of youth. We can live without counting the cost until we suffer the losses. We don't write, we don't call. Let's deliver with a cannonball. The storms in our lives, we should sail the day to catch this light. We don't write, we don't call. Let's deliver with the cannonball. The storms in our lives, we should sail the day to catch this light. Oh, to catch this light. Every song we sing, to our friends we see, well, it's tearing down the love we hold in. But plant your joy-filled seeds, pull up your bitter weeds. Well, a dab of faith, move a mountain, what's been lost, be forgotten. Well, a dab of faith, move a mountain, what's been lost, will be forgotten. We don't write, we don't call. Let's deliver with the cannonball. The storms in our lives, we should sail the day to catch this light. We don't write, we don't call. Let's deliver with the cannonball. The storms in our lives, we should sail the day to catch this light. I tell a story every time we used to play, back in the day. We used to come, back when Skeletons was upstairs in the coffee shop area. And we'd play shows, and I always remember the floor would always kind of be like a trampoline. It was always doing like this. We'd always get told by Murph the next day, it's like, hey, I just want to let you know that the people who work downstairs came in to work this morning, and all their desks were covered in dust, and there was actually bricks out of the side of the wall that had fallen out of the wall because of how crazy everybody was going. He was like, good job, you know. Eventually, they got so sick and tired of it, they actually moved that office building underneath him, and he got a bigger space out of it. So, good job, you guys. Regular, you know. That's how Grand Rapids did. That's how they dealt with stuff. Right? Then we'd go over to Yesterdog and get poisoned. It was fun. No, it was great stuff. It was good stuff. No, it was wonderful. It's still there, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, it wasn't bad. Now, if you go to Cincinnati and you go to that, what city was it? City. There's a hot dog place there. Then that's poison. You guys have it down. So. If there's any song you want to hear or whatever from the old days, or feel free to yell it at me, and I'll kindly tell you no if I can't pull it off. Here's an old flat foot tune. And it's the same old stories. I was young, I was naive, and I was dumb. The park said stand, but then I ran into the trap of Satan's plan. and the dogs that spread those lies. And with those lies I reckon, just like the waters reflects the face, so the heart reflects the man. Well, I was already roped up and drugged against my chains, and I would have times, and then he saved me, on me as one, and to the Father became a son. And the dogs that spread those lies, and with those lies I reckon, it's like the water reflects the face, so the heart reflects the man. Hey. On that hill, upon a tree, hung a man who died for me. As he hung there, about to die, I saw the water pour from his side. He said, my son, your sins are vast, but they are gone now. Throw to the path, yes, walk with me now, boy. Fields of green, is full of water, your face I've seen. Sing with me. And it's the same old story. I was young, I was naive, and I was dumb, but then he saved me, called me as one. And to the Father I became a son. And the dogs that spread those lies, and with those lies I reckon, just like the waters reflects the face, so the heart reflects the man. Just like the waters reflects the face, so the heart reflects the face.
Chi-Town Beatdown.
That's been a long time, man. I didn't sing that song. I was a drummer, I can't do that one. He was asking for a song called Chi-Town Beatdown. It's an old Flatfoot tune. The story went that we had this old friend, this old punk rock skinhead type dude who would come out to our shows. We used to call him Hammerface Mike. Hammerface Mike was his name because he had a guy take a ball peen hammer and attack him with it and hit him in the face with it. Took out his front teeth, and we actually we wrote a song called Chi-Town Beatdown. It was his story. He went out to calm a guy down, and the guy just went off on him, and just it was crazy. Yeah, so that's that story. But that's like one of those folklore fights that you always tell stories about. You know, I don't know what ever happened to him. He might have gone somewhere else, but. We were in New York City one time, and a similar story. We were hanging out at a bar one time after a show, and I'll never forget this. One of the guys we were with was like, "Oh, here comes Ball Peen Steve," and I'm like, "Who's Ball Peen Steve?" Pulls up in an old 1970s car. I'm like, "Why is his name Ball Peen Steve?" He's like, "Oh, you'll know as soon as you see him. Just wait a second." He pulls up, and this guy gets out of this car, and he has literally a ball peen hammer divot in his forehead, where somebody had nailed him, and he's like, "What's up, guys? How's it going?" You know, it's perfect, like divot, like you could put a golf ball in his forehead. It's like perfect. The punk scene's fun. A lot of good stories because it's just people being crazy. You know? So, I'm gonna have Jake come up. We're gonna play you guys a song. We actually pulled this one out. We were not planning to do this one the other night, and we decided to pull it out of the blue. There's an old Flatfoot story where we actually, our bagpiper. Ted just joined the band. It was 2001, and we had him join the band, and we convinced his parents. He was about 17 years old, and we convinced his parents to leave the door open to their house that night before we were going to come in and surprise him early in the morning with something. We didn't tell him what it was. So we went over to his house, and we snuck into the house at about 4 in the morning. He was laying there in bed in his blue jeans and no shirt. It's February. And we jumped him and we threw him in a military duffel bag and drove him halfway across town. Put him in the basement with a dirt floor and a metal chair. And he was sitting there, and we had a friend of ours speak Spanish to him just to kind of throw him off the scent of who it was that had gotten him, And so he's sitting there all cold, and our friend was telling him that his dad was a CIA agent, and all we were there was for the money, the secrets that his dad had. And all he kept on saying was, "My dad's a dentist. I don't know what you're talking about. Leave me alone." And then we took the blindfold off, and we had a cake, and we sang him happy birthday. He's like, "What's going on?" So this kind of became a legendary story. We were not good friends. We are good friends to this day, but that's not what good friends do to each other. So this is an old song from Jungle in the Midwest. This one's called "Carry 'Em Out." This is the song form of that story I just told you. I'm gonna tune this thing real quick before we start. In the words of Jake Brook, songs always sound better when they're in tune,
Yes, they do.
Yeah. Give it up for Jake, everybody. Jake and I have been touring around doing this kind of stuff for the last few weeks, and it's been a lot of fun. Telling good stories, hanging out with old friends, and seeing people I haven't seen in a long time. All right, Jake, take us in. All right. Sorry about this. I'll tell a quick story while I do this. Still trying to figure it out. For those of you guys who go and see people play acoustic music that have been playing punk for a long time, it's kind of like it's scary. It's like getting up in front of people naked. You don't have any distortion to cover your problems. You just get up there and you get all the zits and pimples and all the gravel in your voice. I'll play another song while you tune up. Here we go. We'll do that one a little bit later. This is an old song called Cain. It goes something like this. Rum dum diddly dum, rum dum dum diddly dum dum dum, rum dum diddly dum, rum dum dum diddly dum dum dum, rum dum diddly dum, rum dum dum diddly dum dum dum, rum dum diddly dum, rum dum dum diddly dum. I see you coming, don't do it. I know you and I see through it. You brought your gifts together. Your favorite cast out because his was better, and you got the low and known around. Beat his face well into the ground and Cain, why'd you do it now? 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 Rum dum diddly dum, rum dum dum diddly dum dum dum, rum dum diddly dum, rum dum dum diddly dum dum dum, rum dum diddly dum, rum dum dum diddly dum dum dum. Diddly dum, dum diddly dum. I see you coming, don't do it. I know you and I see through it. Your parents curse made you work the fields. Gave a God what you didn't yield that. In your anger, you beat him dead. As blood turned, you all feel red. Well, Cain, why'd you do it now? 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 Rum dum diddly dum, rum dum dum diddly dum dum dum, rum dum diddly dum. Sing along. Rum dum diddly dum dum dum, rum dum diddly dum, rum dum diddly dum dum dum, rum dum diddly dum, rum dum diddly dum dum dum. little murder ballad for you. You ready? You ready, Jake? All right, let's do this together. This one's called Carry 'Em Out. Thanks. You want an Irish tune, huh?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Yes, please. Traditional Irish tune.
This is an Irish tune for the Irish, or the lady over there. You know, I did my Ancestry.com thing, which really interesting. I basically gave my DNA to strangers. And
How Irish are you?
I always thought I was German and Swedish. I wasn't even Irish. You know, I'm playing this Celtic punk band. So I sent it in, and it turns out I'm 41% British Isles, and I never knew that. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. You know what I mean? My grandmother lied to me my whole life. I don't think she knew what was up, actually. Here's an Irish tune for you. If you know the words, please sing along. By the way, you have free access to sing anything you want with us. If it's an easy part, just scream it out. I don't care if you can't sing at all. It's what music's all about, singing together, right? So we're gonna play you guys a soul tune. We did a bunch of shows during St. Patrick's Day, and this is one that we were rocking out. And if you know where's this one, it's kind of a prodigal son tale as well, which is kind of a common theme for a lot of old tunes. But well, I've been the wild rover for many a year, and I spent all my money on whiskey and beer, and now I'm returned with Golden Gate Store, and I never will play the wild rover no more, and it's no name. 10 sovereigns bright, and the landlady's eyes open wide with delight. She said, I have whiskeys and wines are the best, and the words that I spoke, they were only in jest. It's no day, and I said, no day, never, no more will I brave the wild rover. No more.
I go home to my parents, confess what I've done. I've asked them to pardon their prodigal son. Oh, and when they caressed me, as oft times before, I never will believe the love or no more. But it's no
day, never, no more will I brave the wild rover. No more, and it's no day, never, no more will I brave the wild rover. No more will I play the wild rover. For the next 10 minutes, we're going to stand up here and make dad noises. No, never, no more. That was great, guys. You did a good job. Calling this the Hack and Cough Tour because we normally when we play, my wife and my 5.5-month-old baby are here too, and when you take a baby on tour with you, they become you're the best, man. Thanks, buddy. They become an absolute magnet for every germ that possibly can hit humanity.
Walking cesspool.
Yeah, it's walking, and honestly, she infected the car, but she's a sweetheart and she's cute, so that we'll work it out, right? All right. We won't go too long here. Quirks are going to be up next. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. If anybody wants to take a little bit of a road trip, Flatfoot's playing in Chicago next weekend with the Smoky Popes and Sincere Engineer and the Sidekicks. So if you want to come out and hang out, that'll be a fun show. That's next Friday night, so it's not too far. It should be a fun night.
Where at?
It's a place called the Bottom Lounge in Chicago. So all of you are invited. All of you are invited. Yeah. Let's get a Grand Rapids contingent there and show them what it's all about, right? There's no Flatfoot team. Second chances, I believe it. Living as the time clock dances, I believe it. Throw your fear into the ocean, I believe it. Oh, it's hard to stop what's put in motion, I believe it. Hey! Start to walk and I believe it. On the ground that you are standing, I believe it. Oh, lift it up if you crash your landing, I believe it. Well, there's something wrong with the world today. Well, eyes always make the front page. The highways of rock brought to life. Why do we trade for wrong? Well, all that is right. Hey! Circus, well, I believe in this country is bound for glory. I believe in the first never wrote my story. I believe in the hope that is true. I believe in the purpose that did not deserve. Doing the right before wrong, and none gives us purpose in the song. I believe in second chances, I believe it. Even as the time clock dances, I believe it. Throw your fear into the ocean, I believe it. Oh, it's hard to stop what's put in motion, so I believe it. Hey. Here's a love song for you. This song called Burning Ships. I'm a history teacher in Chicago when I'm not playing music. And there's an old story about a ship captain that crossed the Atlantic Ocean and about 3 ships over to the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. When he got across the ocean, he had all of his crews get off on the beach there, and he told them all, he's like, we're here for a purpose and a reason. We're not going home, not escaping this plan and this purpose until that job is done. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to burn to the bottom of the ocean all 3 ships that you just came over here on. Strand yourself in this crazy, strange world where you don't know anything about this place. So I heard that story, and actually his sailors did that. They burned the 3 ships down. You can actually see where these ships were sunk at the time. So I heard that story, and I was like, man, that's a crazy leadership test right there, to see if people would strand themselves and maroon themselves in a world that they weren't familiar with. So being a songwriter, I decided, I'm like, that reminds me of something. I'm gonna write a song. I'm gonna write a love song. Let me explain myself. You see, ladies and gentlemen, when you find that person that you love, you've crossed that vast sea of dating, a place that's tumultuous, and there's massive waves, and there's wind, and there's Tinder and stuff that comes in and tries to steal each other away. And you get all the way to the other side, and you realize this is the person you want to spend the rest of your life with. And you enter into that strange new world called marriage. Well, it's at that time that you should be burning your ships and your escape plans, committing to it. So this song goes out to anybody who's ever, or we is married or has gone through that process of loving even when it's hard. That's what it's all about. I don't want a million things so impossible for you to give. All I want is that simple smile and a simple life for us to live. Be my friend, be my lover, as we cling to one another, and I'll give my all for you. Grace abounds with the hopeful, even when she is a handful. I'll do my best for you. May sound crazy, but it's true. I will burn those ships for you. Oh, all I've had the privilege of playing this song at weddings. And they actually walk up and rather than pour sand into a vase or light a little candle on fire, they actually burn an effigy of a ship in front of everybody. It's pretty awesome. This second verse, here we go. Keep it simple, keep it easy. In my time, cheesy, just read the quiver on my lips. Love's a risky land, full of many fulfilled plans. Well, that's why I burn my ships. May sound crazy, but it's true. I will burn the ships for you. All others just won't do. I will burn these ships for you.
Yeah.
I will burn, 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 burn through these pages that we turn. Yeah. And I will burn, 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 burn. Your love language I will learn. And I will burn, 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 burn through these pages that we turn, my love. And I will burn, 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 burn your love language I will learn. Thanks so much. I got 2 more songs. Is that okay? We're doing okay on time? All right, cool. All right. Amazing Grace.
Anything by Bob Dylan would be so badass. Or just your own music is good too.
Franville, I love you, man. Franville, I love you.
You played Curtains acoustic.
Curtains, oh. I don't know if I can pull that one off, man. It's been a while.
The bottom end parts. 10 leads guitar.
I'm gonna have Jake come on up and do this one. There's an old punk band that I grew up on called the Blackjacks. They're referenced in this last song. Not a lot of people know who they are. They're from Vancouver, Canada. And their main singer was a guy named Billy Bones. He had the philosophy that he would create the best punk bands in the world, and as soon as people became fans of him, he'd quit. He did this multiple times. There was a band called V Pirates, and then the Blackjacks, and then Raised by Wolves, and then he's finally landed with a new band called The Vicious Cycles. They ride into their shows with motorcycles, and it's great. It's great stuff. Reference them in this song. This is a song called Someday Hun. It's a 610 tune. This is about being on the road and being a traveling musician. Like I said, I started my band when I was 17, and been traveling the world ever since. I'm 36 now. 36. I'm a dad. I've got a gut, and I have to get up after the show tonight. I got to drive 3 hours to teach school tomorrow morning. So, but I love you guys, and you're worth it. So let's go Someday Hun. There's a part you gotta play it. Here we go. Pack my bags and I'm heading westward to Johnny Rio's and I take the right. Johnny Cash playing on my stereo. No place that we won't go. Gotta play that show tonight. I'll be home someday, hun. I'll be home someday, honey. That boiling tea bottle, love is just begun. I'll be home someday, honey. Come on, Jake, take us away. Every country song needs the line, I took the dog, the truck, or the tractor. It's priority for country music. So we're gonna do this line again. I've been hearing that this place is turning into a country bar. Is that the deal?
Yeah. Keep it pumped.
Let's
God bless it.
yeah. So this yeah. I just hope they play the good old stuff, not the new pop stuff. It's really good old stuff. Oh, I took the dog. You guys caught on really well. I like that. We were playing a show, 610 was over in Brno, Czech Republic one time, a few years ago, and we had a guy walk up to me, and he was wearing a hat like this and a beard, studded punk jacket, and he walked up and he's like, "You! That song." I said, "What song?" He's like, the one where you howled." I said, "Yeah." He's like, "I love that song. That song has changed my life." And I'm like, "Really? How does it change your life?" He's like, "I used to struggle with a lot of anxiety issues, you know, a lot of medications I've been on. But now, whenever I get overwhelmed in life, I go up to the top of my house and I open up the windows to the sun, to the sky, and I look at the moon and I rip my shirt and I howl at the moon because of that song. I'm off all of my medications now. That's all I do." It's changed my life. And I said, "You should probably talk to your doctor about that. It's not a good method for making sure that you get your stuff figured out, buddy." But I appreciate your enthusiasm for my song. It's a wonderful thing.
That's a vampire right there.
He's a good dude. He's a good dude. We help you with anxiety and depression issues. Give me one more chance. You're gonna help us out, right? And oh, I took the dog. Woof. You can have me, brothers. I'll be home someday, honey. I'll be home someday, honey. When all your house is empty room and a picture of a smiling room, you'll be home, but I'll be gone. I'll be home someday, honey. I'll be home someday, honey. When all your house is empty room and a picture of a smiling room, you'll be home, but I'll be gone. All your house an empty room and a picture of a smiling groom. Oh, you'll be home, but I'll be gone. You'll be home, but I'll be gone. You'll be home, but I'll be. Oink. Just gone. That's not music. We're gonna end the set off in a little funny way. Because I grew up with a lot of parents. My parents used to play a lot of weird songs. They were bluegrass fans. Played a lot of music in our living room. This will be our last song. We have some merch for sale over there on the pool table to my left and your right. Come over and talk to me afterwards. I'd love to talk to you. And thanks so much for being here. It means a lot. The Cork is up next. We're gonna play you guys a song. It's what's it called? What kind of style is this?
It's a novelty song.
It's called a novelty song. So sing you guys a novelty song. It's a song that basically sings about opposites. And so this is a song called Deer Sang Low. Not Deer Sang Low. It's called The Horses Run Around. It goes to something like this. Now I'm gonna add some much stuff to the end of it. To your that's wrong word. The horses run around, the feet are on the ground. Oh, who will wind the clock? Well, I'm away. Go and get an axe, there's a hair on baby's chin. Who cut the sleeves from father's vest, his vest? Well, looking through the window, my second-story window, I slipped and sprayed my eyebrow on the pavement. belt slips because he has no hips, and he wears his necktie round his bib. Well, looking through the knot hole in my father's wooden leg, while he moved the shore so near the ocean, aboard. Got the next long line, and the boy's best friend is his mother. Well, do you hang low to the level to pro? Can you time in a nut? Can you time in a boat? Can you throw more something like continental songs? Here's hang low. So that line, the last one, I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard during Hang Low. I really appreciated that line as soon as, like, remember everybody got gauges for a long time and everybody's ears were all hanging, and then you had that one buddy who had it ripped out and he had two dangling parts, you know, and he was like had to go get surgery to have his ear removed basically, and it's one of those things. I got buddies who are having them sewn up and like little holes in their ear. The joy of our youth, right? The joy of our youth. We added two more verses to this song as Flatfoot. We would do this for our Irish St. Patrick's Day shows. So I'm gonna sing you those verses. This goes out to all the guys in the room. This is for you, Fravel. Yeah, I'm in this with you too, so we're in this together. Here's a verse, right? You too, Micah. You too. Does your belly hang out? Do you make it flap about? Can you suck it right in, or do you stick it right out? And can you make it look thin when the girl is walking in? Cheaters. Does your belly hang? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does your belly hang out? Can you make it flap about? Can you suck it right in, or do you stick it right out? Can you make it look thin when the girl is walking in? Does your belly hang? Here's one for the ladies. This is for the ladies. Not the ladies of Michigan. It's for the ladies of Ohio. Is there any girls from Ohio here? It's okay, we're good. Alright, this goes out to the ladies of Ohio. Of course, not Michigan. Does your bottom sag down? Do you drag it on the ground? Is it the smallest that you've seen? Or is it the biggest one in town? And is it white as chalk? Do you kick it when you walk? I've seen it. It exists. Does your bottom sag down? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does your bottom sag down? Do you drag it on the ground? It's the smallest that you've seen, and the biggest one in town. Is it white as chalk? Do you kick it when you walk? Does your bottom sag down? Ears to your ears hang low. You want what you know. Can you tie it in a knot? Can you tie it in a bow? Can you throw it over your shoulder like a continental soldier? Here it is, hang low. To your ears hang low. To the woman, to the folks. Can you tie it in a knot? Can you tie it in a bow? Can you throw it over your shoulder like a continental soldier? Ears hang. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you. The Porky's up next. God bless you guys. I'm gonna talk to you.